Very important to me because the invitation came from friends. And I say the friendship is very important to me, and I want to first thank Dr. Ahmad for being truly a friend. He is a man that is a friend because he tells me the truth. He doesn't tell me what I want to hear. And when we talked about the vision for this extraordinary organization, I was so captivated and compelled that this organization grows stronger that I dedicated myself to trying to do everything I can to this organization. Because the strength of the Pakistani American community is the strength of America, period. So the friendships I have in this room is what compelled me to be here, but I wanted to write some remarks because friendship is vital, but leadership right now is what's critical. Your extraordinary leadership in this organization, over years, you have helped to build bridges, strengthen community, and make sure that Pakistani Americans have a more powerful voice in the civic life of this country. That is a mission that is vital. And so I first want to say at the top to everyone at APPAC, thank you for welcoming me, thank you for your friendship, thank you for the honor of being a keynote speaker as we celebrate 79 years of Pakistani independence. Think about this. 79 years since a new nation stepped forward into a complex world and claimed its place with an immense and enormous population, with a rich and deep heritage, claimed its place amongst all of the world's nations as one of great promise and great destiny. I love this extraordinary fact. 79 years ago, Pakistan became independent on August 14th, 1947, and the United States of America recognized Pakistan the very next day as a country. Our friendship started between Pakistan and America literally at the birth of the nation. But tonight, I don't want to just talk about the relationship between two governments. I want to talk about the relationship between two peoples. The most important relationship between America and Pakistan is not found in trade agreements or diplomatic dialogue. It is always found in people. It is found in families. It is found in communities like this one that you all have made me feel so privileged to feel a part of. Pakistani Americans represent some of the greatest humans on our planet. They came to this country with dreams and determination. They started businesses, became doctors and nurses, teachers and engineers, entrepreneurs, and as we heard from one of our speakers tonight, great public servants. They've raised children while teaching them also to remember, never forget where you come from. The Pakistani people never thought they would have to choose between being Pakistani and Americans, between loving Pakistan and loving the United States of America, because that is one of the beautiful things about the United States of America. You can come here and you bring your heritage here. You bring your faith here. You bring your language, your food, your music, your traditions, your stories. And America does not become less because of that. America becomes more because of that. That is the definitional story of America. E pluribus unum, out of many, one. And I know something about that powerful idea. It's one of the reasons why I feel such a kinship with the Pakistani people. I grew up in my own family, hearing stories about generations of Black Americans who loved this country even when this country did not love them back. People who faced discrimination and exclusion and still said, America belongs to us, still committed themselves to making this a better nation. As a poet Langston Hughes said, America never was America to me, but I swear this oath, America will be. You all live the same idea. We have seen bigotry and prejudice towards Pakistani people, but this community loves America no matter what and unconditionally, and is determined to work to make America live up to her ideals. We see the same determination in immigrant communities across our nation. We see the same determination in Muslim Americans across our nation, Pakistani Americans across our nation. And I want you to know something tonight. Everyone here is American. You belong here. You are not guests in the American stories. You are authors of the American story. You and your children are defining the very essence of what it means to be America. You are contributing to the mighty story of this nation, and the future of America will be written by the leaders in this room who know their obligation is not just to make a way for themselves and their families, but to make a way in service of the larger communities of our country. Your efforts to strengthen the voice of the Pakistani community means that the chorus of America will sing a better song. That is why I so strongly believe that when any community in America is attacked because of their faith, their ethnicity, their name, their accent, or where their family come from, none of us in America can be silent. Look, I am a Christian American, and my faith, like Islam, teaches me that I cannot simply be concerned about myself, because my freedom is bound up with yours. My dignity is bound up with yours. My safety is bound up with yours. And so when Muslims are targeted by hatred or Islamophobia, I cannot say that is someone else's problem. It is all of our problem. It is an American problem. And that is why, as a senator, I introduced the legislation to combat international Islamophobia and anti-Muslim hatred. Religious freedom can never mean just freedom for people that pray like me. It must mean for everyone. And my dear friend, you are right. When it comes to dignity, it's not just for Americans. All of God's children should have dignity. Palestinian children should have dignity. Sudanese children should have dignity. Ukrainian children should have dignity. Syrian children should have dignity. Iranian children should have dignity. All God's children must have dignity. We are one people. None of us should stay silent when there's a humanitarian crisis going on. And I promise you, I will continue to fight for a just and lasting peace in Palestine, in Israel, in Iran, in Syria, in Sudan, in Ukraine, and all of the world's conflicts. I'm on the Foreign Relations Committee, as my dear friend knows. I use that perch to fight for humanitarian aid globally. You will hear a louder and louder voice from me in speaking out against atrocities no matter where they exist. We have to understand that the peace and the sanctity of the world can only be ensured when America leads with justice in its heart and humanitarian urgency in all that it does. I want you all to know that 79 years we're celebrating today. And the nation of Pakistan and the nation of America, we've had difficult moments. I'm not going to stand here and candy coat. We have disagreed. We have faced crises between our two nations. But as I know from my friends in this room who speak truth to me, to find two people who agree on everything is impossible. I'm learning that in my marriage. Real friends tell friends the truth. Real friends tell friends how they could do better. Real friends, like my friendship with some of the men in this room, they take the time to educate you where you need to learn more. That's what friendship is about. Friendship is really revealed when things get hard. When catastrophic floods devastated Pakistan in 2022, affecting tens of millions of people. It was people in this community who reached out to me and said, what more can America do? Your pleas and your appeals and your personal stories of family members affected moved me beyond being a politician, moved me beyond being a public servant. You moved me in my heart and my soul and my spirit. And that's why I fought so hard to increase our funding for humanitarian assistance to Pakistan. That's what this great PAC is about. It's about creating a voice, creating strength, so that when you deal with public officials, they listen with empathy and urgency. I'm proud that I joined with my colleagues to deal with this immigration crisis where how can we in the United States of America have masked men jumping out of unmarked cars, dragging people who have brown skin and speak with accents into prisons that are for-profit institutions that make billions off of our tax money to lock people up who have no business in these kind of facilities. When it comes to the Pakistani community, because of my friendship, I stood up and helped to lead with my colleagues in calling for temporary protected status for Pakistanis living here in the United States, because I believe we have an obligation to stand with families in a moment of extraordinary crisis. I love the partnerships that because of Pakistani Americans, we have had with Pakistan. During the COVID crisis, our countries worked together to save lives. And for generations over these 79 years, Pakistani and American students have crossed oceans through programs like the Fulbright program, sitting in each other's classrooms, studying in each other's universities, learning from each other. This is why I will always fight to have Pakistani Americans in our universities and schools and Pakistanis from Pakistan studying them in them as well. These things matter to me deeply. I serve as the co-chair of the Congressional International Exchange Caucus. I fight to protect these programs because I know the power of people who just sit together, who look into each other's eyes, who share pizza in a dorm. We begin to build a deeper understanding for each other. That helps to diffuse conflict. That helps to open up connections. That doesn't help one country over another. It helps both countries thrive. I have learned that in my own life, that proximity is powerful. It's easy to stereotype someone you've never met. It's easy to fear people that you don't know. But when you sit down together, when you break bread together, when you study together, when you pray together, when you listen to each other's stories, suddenly the them becomes us. Suddenly we learn in the midst of complex problems and tensions that we can still create peace. Not simply through treaties, not simply through government relations, but through the relations between people who respect and love each other. Right now, we are at a difficult time in America, and we're at a difficult time throughout the world, as my friend said. We need diplomacy, not more bombs. We need dialogue, not more war. We need nations and leaders willing to cross divides rather than deepening them. And Pakistan has an important role to play as a nation capable of communicating across those divides. I actually think Pakistan is positioned very well to help bring peace to the entire Middle East region. And I'm emboldened in that belief by having Americans, Pakistani heritage, who are committed to that cause. So tonight is a celebration. I tell you, I am humbled that you would want me as your keynote speaker. I want to say something to you, though, as one friend, about what really independence is. Independence is not a date on the calendar. Independence is an idea. It's a spirit. It's a conviction that people should have agency over their own destiny, that people deserve dignity, they deserve voice. They were all created equal by their Creator, that people should be able to determine, therefore, their own future, their own way. The ideals of the founding of our country were not self-executing. Every generation has had to defend them, has had to expand them, has had to better establish them. Every generation has had to make them more real. We as Americans have an obligation, and we know that Pakistani Americans have that obligation too. Everywhere, people struggle to make democracy more real and human dignity more secure should be a common cause and a common calling. We are living in a time when powerful forces are trying to undermine democracy, trying to undermine self-determination, trying to attack dignity, trying to unleash hate, trying to unleash that pernicious idea that someone else's faith threatens mine, that someone else's success diminishes me, that someone else's freedom costs me my own. I reject that. I believe, we all believe in something different. I know that because my friendships in this room have shown me that years of working closely with people in this room have helped me even further deepen my understanding that we belong to each other, that your children's success strengthens my children, and when I say my children, I mean the ones that Alexis and I are hoping to have. Inshallah, inshallah. We are all in this together, everyone. I believe when a Pakistani American child walks into a classroom, confident of who they are, proud of their heritage, secure in their Muslim faith, and certain, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that America belongs to them, our whole country is stronger because of that child. I believe that the greatest nations on the planet are not the ones that erase difference. They are those that transform that difference into strength. So tonight, I feel a sense of rejoicing. Never before have I felt this proud to be a part of your community. Never have I felt this humbled that I am a better senator because I have advisors in the Pakistani American community. Never have I felt the true definition of friendship more deeply than my experiences with this community, who has helped me grow wiser and smarter and has helped to expand my sense of empathy and compassion. And so tonight, we are celebrating friendship of 79 years between two nations. But let us also celebrate what's happening right here in this room. We are creators of America. We are peoples whose families began their stories thousands of miles apart, but we in this room are building one community together. We are creating the best of America right here. Muslims, Christians, Hindus, Jews, people of every faith, immigrants and people whose families have been here for generations. Different stories, different traditions, different journeys, but one shared destiny. That's the America that we believe in. That's the America that we will continue to fight for. That's why I'm grateful to stand with you tonight. My friendship is deepened. May the friendships between our nations deepen. May our communities grow stronger. May we always stand up for human dignity. Yes. And may we never forget that the ties that bind us are stronger than any forces that are trying to separate us. Happy Independence Day. Pakistan Zindabad. Did I say that right? Pakistan Zindabad. And say it with me. Pakistan Zindabad. And God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
You still have 24 hours.
Well, yeah, 24 hours more.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you for calling me your friend. Parvez.
Thank you.